Student Stallions! Welcome to Student Scribblers podcast.
Here you'll find information, facts, Q&A, and entertainment here.
Hey Winksy, guess what?
What?
Purple Up Day for military kids is almost coming.
Really? When is it?
It's on April 15th.
Don't forget to wear purple on April 15th to show your support.
Winksy, it's time to start.
The podcast will start in
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey. It's your local Taco Canley and welcome back to my segments. And yes, like I said last time, I will be talking about brains. So, let's get started. Have you heard the saying, we only use 10% of our brains? Well, that's a complete lie. But according to a survey from 2013, around 65% of Americans actually believe that myth. And according to Barry Gordon, a neurologist, he debunked it, saying that the majority of the brain is almost always active. In fact, your brain stays remarkably active while you sleep too. And the neurologist is a specialist in anatomy, functions, and organic disorders of nerves in the nervous system. And that's it. It's short, but thank you for listening to my segments. I got most of the information from www.medicalnewstoday.com, so I really recommend their website. I will be talking more about the minds again, so stay tuned and have a great rest of your day.
Hi guys.
It's Bree.
And it's Addie.
And it's Dakota. And you were listening to the Dad Was Interviewing Co.
And today our special guest is
Miss Crosby.
Woohoo!
Now let's start with the questions, Miss Crosby. Are you ready, Miss Crosby?
I am ready.
I'm in your class, as you know. Why do you call yourself a mean teacher?
Why do I call myself a mean teacher? Well, I guess I try to make my students laugh, and I know that most kids don't think I'm mean, and so I try to see if they're paying attention and laugh, and to try to make the day better, because laughter makes everything better, and I feel like if I can make you laugh, then I can, hopefully help you learn something too.
Yeah, half the time when you say something weird or funny, I always laugh. We can just keep doing a lesson, and you'll say something, and I'll be like,
Exactly. I paid Dakota extra for that one. A joke. Okay.
Put me in it.
are your fourth graders this year cray-cray?
Are they cray-cray? Yes, they are definitely cray-cray. But I think that just means that they're a super match for me. And I feel like we have a really great class this year. I have very nice kids. I'm always amazed at how nice they are. And they're goofy, but I feel like, we have gone through this extraordinary school year together, and I feel like we're like a little family. And isn't every family a little bit cray-cray?
Yeah, you can see my family. 5 siblings. Well, 4 siblings.
There you go.
If you're in my family, you'll know how crazy my mom is. What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, I have to say, is Christmas. And I am not a religious person, but I like Christmas because I look at it as a chance to, kind of tell people I appreciate that they are here on this earth. And in a way, I look at it as a of telling people that you love them. And when you say Merry Christmas, you're saying, you know, I noticed that you exist and I'm happy you exist. And I like that. I do like to buy gifts for people too. I kind of consider myself like a detective, a gift detective. And I try to think what would be something that is super cool that this person doesn't already have, and that would just be exciting for them. So I'm always looking for some, you know, special little gift, maybe not expensive, but, you know, something that shows that I pay attention and I kind of know that person. But I like Christmas because it's you know, just the opportunity to tell people that we love them. Even if we don't use that word, that's what we're doing.
Me and Dakota were so wrong.
What did you think I was going to say?
Thanksgiving.
Why?
Because you always talk about eating.
Yeah.
Oh, but Christmas, we have that too. We have that too. We eat but Christmas is like 2 weeks of eating nonstop. So win-win.
Well, for me, Christmas is 2 weeks of being able to sleep.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do appreciate that a lot. Lots of couch time watching TV.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
If I could live anywhere, I think I would live somewhere without traffic. Whether it is a like a mountain kind of place, like I went to Yellowstone National Park, and it was just beautiful nature. I like to look at things that are not cars. I get really upset having to spend so much of my day in the car. So I did like Hawaii. It's beautiful there, and it's not too hot. It's not too cold, and you can be more active because it's not so hot. So I think that if I could have any place to live, it would be someplace that without traffic and not as hot as where we live.
What's the best part about teaching?
The best part about teaching would definitely being able to be with kids. Kids make me laugh, and I like to have that moment where they have that aha moment in their head, like, I learned something today. And whenever you see that, like, you can actually see somebody's face when it just clicks, and it's very rewarding. And I feel like, you know, ultimately, I feel like I'm trying to make the world better than how I found it. And that doesn't mean I'm the best at anything, but that's my goal, is to, you know, try to make the world better than how I found it. And I feel like by teaching kids, you know, hopefully to be kind and, you know, thoughtful, and people who like learning, you know, I feel like that is why I like to teach.
That's sweet.
Aww.
I know. That warmed my heart.
Aww. I think you're making fun of me now, but that's okay.
No, we're not.
We're not. We're actually being nice for once.
Oh, for once. Wow, see, that's why I'm not used to it. That's what it is.
Would you rather be blind or deaf?
That is the weird. You told me you were going to give me some weird questions. Let's see. Would I rather be blind or deaf? I would say I would rather be hard of hearing or deaf, because I feel like I use my eyes a lot more, and I feel like I could still communicate a lot without my hearing. But I really like to read a lot, and I know that sounds like a cheesy teacher answer, but I'd love to read. And so without that, I think that, I don't know, that would be hard. So either one of them, you know, I do appreciate the fact that I have both the sense of sight and hearing.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza, definitely. I could eat pizza pretty much every day of the year, and I'm sure it would get boring after a while, but I really do like pizza. Anytime you have bread and cheese put together, I don't care what it is, it's going to be good.
You eat pizza every Friday, right?
Typically. We had a bad situation with Domino's. They took 3 hours to get our pizza there, and we called to complain, and they tried to tell us that we didn't really order anything. And then, they brought it out, but it put a bad taste in our mouth. Get it? Bum. Bad taste in our mouth? Yeah. But I like that a lot, and I like chicken piccata. That's my other thing, but I don't know how to make it, and it's kind of hard to find, so I don't eat it very much. It's like lemon butter chicken. It's super good if you ever have a chance. Lemon butter, and then you can put it on chicken or other things, but
We have 2 more questions.
Okay, bring it.
Why did you just decide to become a teacher?
Oh, okay. Well, when I was in college, my first year of college, I was in business classes. My mom had a store on the Riverwalk, and we sold T-shirts and cards and anything that people that would come to the San Antonio Riverwalk. You know how when you go on vacation, you buy stuff, and that we sold those types of things. And I thought I wanted to have a business one day. So I went to college and I was in all the business classes, and I really didn't like them. And it made me realize that just because I had an idea, at one point, that doesn't mean I couldn't change it, right? And so I started looking around in my classes, and I started looking at who were the nice people in my classes. Like, you take some classes that just everyone takes a writing class. Everyone takes a math class. So I was looking in those classes, and I started thinking about which of these people are really nice. And you know what they all tended to be? They were people who wanted to become teachers. And it kind of just opened my eyes to do something very different than what my parents did, because I always just thought I would do what my parents did, right? And they always had businesses. My dad had a carpet store, and I just thought I would do the same thing. And it kind of just opened my eyes to, do something that was very different from what my parents did. And I realized that would be something I would love, because I've always enjoyed working with kids. I just never really thought about that as a job. And then I took my classes to become a teacher, and it was one of the first times in my life that I loved school, because I was super interested in it. You're never going to love learning something if you are just not interested in it at all. There you go.
Wow.
I want to be a 4th grade teacher when I grow up.
You want to do what?
I want to be a 4th grade teacher when I grow up.
Oh, here you go. See, you have an idea now, but you might change your mind when you're, 20 years old. You never know. People change.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so last but not least, what's your favorite Starbucks drink?
Okay, so I do have one, and I refuse to use the words that they have at Starbucks. You know how they have the venti, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, call it a medium. I know what medium means. There you go. So I like, it's the blonde something. I get the blonde coffee, but then also there's one that was oh my goodness, it's been so long. I haven't been to Starbucks in about a year now. And I have all these gift cards ready for me to use, so I can be like super coffeed up. But it was I want to say it was a macchiato with caramel. I can't say that word. Caramel.
Oh, a caramel macchiato.
Yes,
I get their caramel frappuccino because it's delicious.
That's really good.
Yeah, it is.
That is like a dessert, But does that make sense? The macchiato, that's pretty sweet, right?
Yes.
And with the caramel in it, like that's super awesome. I forgot about that. As I said, I haven't been there in about a year. I went to HEB for the second time yesterday in a year, the second time. And I was so excited to see so many different things to buy. I was like, oh my goodness, look at all the choices of ice cream, because I order all of my groceries online to stay out of the grocery store. And it was really exciting to have all of those choices. You know, I felt like a little kid at the candy store, you know, like, ooh, choices. My husband's birthday was yesterday, so I had to buy him a birthday cake. He would prefer that I buy it at H-E-B rather than make it because he wanted to actually eat it. So that's why I bought it.
Well, that's the end of our questions. Thank you
you
all
for
for listening. And thank you, Mrs. Crosby, for letting us interview you.
You are so welcome anytime.
Come back to keep listening to the Dabbers Interviewing Co. Sayonara. Adios.
Peace out.
I'm Hayden.
And I'm Christian.
Welcome to the Heroes of Taco Land. Now we will be diving into Speedy Taco, or as his old name, Hayden, and how he got his power. I hate this job. Can I stop, Dad?
You will never get customers or get promoted from mascot to chief if you do not get customers.
I know. But to get customers, we need a Talkstagram account.
Hayden, I told you that we do not need an account.
Okay, but I need some sleep.
Okay.
New day. I wonder if I make a Talkstagram account, but hide it from Dad if I'll get promoted. Whatever. I'm making it.
How are we getting so many customers?
It's magic.
You are promoted.
Hooray!
You will work alone in room 100.
I've never heard of that room.
Because it is in the basement.
Okay. It's pretty dark in here, except that weird sludge. I wonder what it is. Not the sludge! Where am I?
Sonny, you are in the emergency room.
Why?
You fell into our taco sludge.
What did it do?
It gave you superhuman powers.
What in the world? Also, what happened to your accent?
Yes.
Okay. My name will be Speedy Taco, and I will wear a suit that will be taco colored. And that's how Speedy Taco was born.
Come back next time for more Heroes of Taco Land.
Hello, welcome to Dog Talk. My name's Sophia, and today we are going to be interviewing Coach C. Let's get right on into it. Hi, Coach C.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
Today we are going to interview you.
What would you like to know about Coach C?
I have a special guest, and it's Sarah. And
Hi, Sarah. Hello.
and she is going to be reading some questions too.
What's your dog's name, Coach? My dog, well, let me think. I have 4 dogs. So,
Alright.
which dog would you like to know about?
How about all of them?
All of them. Awesome. Well, I have 4 dogs. The mama dog, Marley, had 5 babies. And Mama is one of the dogs that I kept. 3 were given to family. And I have grandma, who's Mercedes. And then we have the two babies, and it's called Patches and Bella. So Patches is the funny one that likes to dance.
I have a dog named Bella.
You do?
I know a dog named Bella.
Well, Bella must be a very popular dog name.
Yeah. My dog's name was in between River or Bella, and I picked Bella.
Awesome.
So, what's special about your dog?
Well, my dog Bella, whenever I start teaching Zumba on Zoom at my house, as soon as she hears a certain song, she starts getting excited and wants to dance.
That's so cool. What does your dog do around another dog?
Well, what happens is they start getting real feisty and funny and they all want to dance. So what they like to do is jump on each other and paw each other because they're ready to dance with Coach C.
Okay. Does your dog have a favorite toy? And if so, what is it?
My dogs like to play with the tennis ball. So they like to push it around, just like they're playing soccer.
What's your dog's favorite song?
Oh, the favorite song is We Are Family. As soon as it hears We Are Family, she starts pawing on my knees because she wants me to pick her up and dance with her. And that's our signature song for the closing of our adult Zumba classes. Like you boys and girls have a closing song. Do you remember what yours is? You've got friend in me. From what movie? The Toy Story. So We Are Family is our song, and as soon as she hears that, she starts getting excited and she starts running around, chasing her tail and around me. So I pick her up and she gets so happy. So all our friends on Zoom pick up our animals. If we don't have one, we have a stuffed animal.
The last question. This is important. Who's your dog's favorite person?
My dog's favorite person is me. So my dog does, because my husband, I have one, which is Mercedes, and Marley, they always jump on him, but Bella and Patches are always the ones that come towards me.
Yeah.
Yep, and they follow me everywhere. Is that what happens to yours?
Well, I would say my dog's favorite is me. But really, it's my mom, and my dog just follows her all the time.
But dogs are fun. They're so much fun.
So, that's all I have for all the questions for you, Coach C.
Well, thank you so much to both of you for interviewing me. It was fun and exciting to be here, and it was a pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, Sarah, for being in my segment.
Thank you for letting me come.
And now, time for some facts. Terriers were developed mostly in England to hunt rodents. The smallest breed is the Cairn Terrier. The Cairn Terrier stands about 10 inches and weighs 14 pounds. Come back for another episode of Dog Talk. Bye!
Hi guys, today we have a special guest, Sophia.
Hi!
Last time, Bob and Henry found a piece of the map and had a snack. After they put up their snacks, they kept on walking. They found a trail of leaves that spelled out Freddy was here. It stopped at a big bush with a stick that had a piece of paper with an arrow pointing left. And on the back was a picture of a map. The map showed them the way to big and old trees. They found an arrow pointing down. At first, Bob thought they had to go backwards, but Henry had a different idea. He thought it meant look down. So when he looked down, he found the last piece of the map.
They put it all together and started to go that way. But when they got to a steep hill, they tried to climb it, but they kept falling. Henry almost reached the top, but he tripped on a rock and scraped his foot. So Bob helped him up and got the first aid kit. When Henry was feeling better, they went down the hill and found a small village. At the center of the village, they found Freddy.
I'm Isabella.
And I'm Lynxie.
Welcome to our podcast segment. This segment will be all about ancient Egypt.
Let's begin.
Today we are talking about the Egyptian god family tree. Ra is at the top of the family tree. Ra created Shu and Tefnut.
Shu is the god of wind, while Tefnut is the god of rain. Tefnut and Shu created Jeb and Nut.
Jeb is the god of the earth.
And Nut is god of the sky. After Jeb and Nut made Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys.
Osiris is the god of death. Isis is the god of motherhood and love.
Set is the god of chaos, and Nephthys is the god of night.
Last on the family tree is Osiris and Isis' son,
Horus,
the god of falcons. Fun fact, did you know?
Osiris' birthday is December 27th, and Horus' birthday is December 28th.
Also, Set's birthday is December 29th, and Isis' birthday is December 30th.
Nephthys' birthday is December 31st.
That's all for today, everyone.
Remember to always wear your mask and social distance 6 feet apart.
Don't forget to sanitize.
Bye!
Bye.
This is a production by Jamie, Molly, and Lizzie. We made this podcast to talk about women who changed the world because women are very strong. And we wanted to inform you that these women and more changed the world.
Let's start off. The first one we have here is Ruby Bridges. She was born in 1954 and she helped end segregation in school. She was the first African American to go to a white school. Ruby Bridges was picked to go to first grade at a white school. Ruby was the only child in her class that year. Many white parents took their children out of school because of she came. In 1971, Ruby graduated from high school. By then, segregation had ended in school.
Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a civil rights pioneer. She was born in 1913. One day in 1955, a bus driver asked Rosa to give her seat to a white man. Rosa refused, and she was arrested. When Rosa was arrested, it led to other African American people at boycott. Then they decided segregation on buses was illegal.
The next one is Marie Curie. She was a famous scientist. She studied math and physics. In 1898, she discovered radium. That was later helpful for treating cancer. She won a Nobel Prize with that work. She also won a Nobel Prize in chemistry too. She died in 1934, but she is still remembered for her work.
Those were just some of the women who made an impact on the world. There are millions more. Now for a joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening.
Bye!
I'm Wesley.
I'm Quinn.
This is Adventures of Super Cows.
Last time on Adventures of Super Cows, Brad and Brad were searching for the UFO in the desert. They found it and questioned a cow that was in the UFO. The cow said the UFO was awesome. All the cows went back to the farm.
Brad and Brad didn't go back to the farm. They searched the UFO to know why the man abducted the cows and maybe further than that.
Brad, what is that loud noise?
I don't know, Brad. I think it's an engine.
Is the UFO taking off?
No. Look out the window. There's a truck driving away. Looks like the man that was running after us. And that means the owner of the UFO.
Yay! We are alone in the ship.
Okay, Brad. Let's go to the control room.
Hey.
They walk to the control room. Green fog sprays out on Brad and Brad when they come in. They pass out. They wake up an hour later feeling droopy and tired.
Brad, I feel innervated.
Brad, that's a word not even the smartest adult cows would know. I think the dog made us super smart. Let's go to the cockpit and fly out of here. They ran to the cockpit without any practice. They flew away back to the farm. Rad and Brad started abducting the other cows at the barn. And they did this because the other cows bullied them because they weren't as smart as the other cows and they were misfits. So they started abducting the cows. They got parachutes to jump out of the UFO, and they did. With the other cows in the UFO flew into Mars and landed. And with the other cows in space, Rad and Brad have the perfect revenge.
Thank you for listening to our Stubing Scribblers podcast.
Remember, stay 6 feet away and wear a mask.
And be kind to one another. Bye!